Hey everyone! This sequence is a part of a series that we're calling Yoga and Chill. Whether you've had a really long day, maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or maybe you just need some you time, this sequence is for you. We're going to be focusing on hips, hamstrings, and a little bit of everything else. So the goal with this sequence is you're really going to hold the poses a little bit longer, about 5 breaths or so. So really breathing into those poses, thinking about just really releasing the muscles, releasing those connective tissues, and just really relaxing. So before we get started, I would recommend just grabbing either sort of 2 pillows, a towel, a blanket, something so that you can get really cozy, really supported, and yeah, we should be good to get started. Actually, last note is if you want to, if it's your evening time or whatever time, feel free to grab your coffee, your beer, your wine, anything that's going to help you unwind, and let's get started. All right. To get started, we're going to just start in a seated position, knees bent, knees pointing towards the ceiling, just something more relaxed. If this is feeling like some effort, you can take that towel, just roll it up a little bit, and you can just put this behind your back, get your seat a little bit lifted. This can help make you feel a little bit more supported. And from here, we're just gonna fold over our legs, letting go of our head, and just breathing here. So we're gonna inhale, and exhale through the mouth, let it go. Inhale, and exhale, let it go. As we inhale, we're going to lengthen. And as we exhale, we're going to get a little bit deeper here. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're gonna go into a diamond fold. So we're gonna take our legs, just put them in butterfly position. You can keep this towel behind you to support you if that feels good, or feel free to remove it. You can either take this position just like this, or if you have the pillows, you can also use blocks or anything else that you have. I'm just using pillows because it's a little bit more accessible. I think everyone has pillows at home. So from here, just have this. This should feel nice and relaxed. This should feel nice and passive. And then we're just gonna fold over the legs, rounding the spine, and just letting it go here. So we're gonna inhale, and exhale. Nice long inhales, and nice long exhales. We're gonna inhale, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing a little bit deeper, even if it's just a millimeter. Finding a little bit more space. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're gonna go into staff pose. So we'll just remove those pillows. We're gonna remove that towel from behind our back. And we're gonna lay out our legs here. Actually, if you do wanna take this even a little bit more passive, you can just roll up that towel again, putting it under the knees. You can even use a pillow under, just to kind of release the hamstrings a little bit more. So feel free. I'll actually just take this because it's really comfy. And then from here, we're going to just take our hands, put them behind our backs. Try and really open up here through the chest, nice flat back. And we're gonna hold here. So we're gonna be nice and active in the upper body, either keeping the lower body a little more passive, or maybe even thinking about flexing those feet here. So from here, we're just going to breathe. So we're gonna do another few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths just like this. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, we'll release our hands, take the pillow out from under us, and we'll just find whatever seated position feels good. If seat is not feeling good for you today, you can take that towel, just put it under the seat again, just to give you a little bit more lift, a little bit more support. And then from here, we're just gonna do some shoulder rolls. So rolling a little bit backwards, a few, just breathing. Inhale and exhale. Really trying to think about how this feels in your body. And then going the other way, let's go forward. From here, let's do some arm circles. So we'll just extend our arms out, move the pillows away, and then just do nice, really big, slow circles with the arms. Take this slowly, really trying to feel every little muscle that you have as you do this, just breathing nice and slow. Maybe reversing now. Just breathing very slowly with the circles. Releasing the arms a little bit. Very exaggerated. All right. From here, what we're gonna do is, again, we can keep the towel behind or not, do something that feels really good. And then from here, we're going to we're gonna put our hands together like this in prayer, just bringing the hands sort of behind our backs, just like this, elbows up. If that feels impossible and you're like, Jen, what are you trying to make me do? Just grab your elbows here and just really try and open up through the shoulders, holding here. If that's still not feeling good, just loosen until you can kind of hold the arms up. So we're gonna just hold this again. Find something that feels good for your body. Core should be tight here. Just breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to really let go of the shoulders here. Seeing if there's anywhere that you might be able to let go of some tension, maybe in your shoulders, in your neck. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's release the hands. Just shake them out a little bit. And then we're gonna go and do a little bit of wrist work. Just let them go. You know, a lot of us are typing all day or doing things that really start tightening up the forearms and the wrists. So let's try and release those a little bit. So to start, we're just going to, I'll come face you guys. So what we're gonna do is put our arms up and then we're just going to flick our fingers. Just like this. Just breathing. Bring a little bit of energy back into the wrists. Breathing here. You can take this really slowly if that feels better and based on your mood. So just flicking here a little bit longer. From here, we're just going to take the hands and go backwards and forwards, just twisting them a little bit. Almost like the queen wave. Hello, hello. Just breathing here. Twisting back and forth. Okay, from here, we're actually going to go into tabletop position, and we will first start by bringing the fingertips towards our body. This might be your pose right here. If you want to try and take it a little bit deeper, slowly start bringing the hips back, putting a little bit more pressure, a little bit more weight into the wrists. So you can either keep the heel of the hand down or up. Just find something that feels good. Toes tucked or not, it's fine. Whichever one seems to feel good for you, do that. And we're just going to breathe in here. So arms should be straight, eyes at the elbow facing outwards, and just breathing here. Try not to go too intense on that one. We don't want to overdo it on the wrist, but just kind of feel a nice stretch here. Just breathing. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, let's pick up our wrists and just roll them out a little bit. Just back and forth. If you can figure out how to reverse it, go ahead and do that. I don't know if I can do that. I think this messes up my brain a little bit, but see what you can do. Just have some fun here. All right, from here, what we're gonna do is actually roll back into squat. So we're gonna come back. Feel free to either take this on your toes or go a little bit wider with your stance, bringing the seat a little bit lower. Just coming here, so either hands are on the floor, hands can come to prayer, hands can be open, whatever feels nice for you. From here, we're just gonna move back and forth a few times. Just breathing here. Really trying to feel the different areas in your hips. Watching here that your knees and your toes are going in the same direction. Just breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. From here, let's come to standing. Bringing the heels back down, grabbing the elbows. Do a major bend in the knees here to really get the tummy to touch your thighs, and just hanging here, dropping the head, thinking almost like your upper body's a bit of a rag doll here. So just trying to get really passive, either holding this still or maybe you want to rock a little bit side to side. Just find something that feels really nice for you, that works with your body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Really letting go as you're inhaling, thinking about lengthening. Maybe you're slowly getting those legs straight. If you want to keep them bent, that's also fine. So whatever works for you. Just breathing, inhale and exhale. Letting go a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's just walk our hands to the top of our mat, slowly coming down onto our bellies. We're gonna do a barrel roll now. So from here, we're gonna take our right palm out to the side, and then from here, just rolling over that shoulder, nice and slowly. Maybe you're using the left palm here to support you. Maybe you are keeping the legs stacked, or it can be bent behind you. If you want to take it a little bit more active, just grab the ankle or the foot behind you, finding something that feels good here, letting the head relax on the floor. And from here, just breathing. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. From here, let's come back to center. We're going to do a few cobras before going to the other side. So just take your palms outside your shoulders, and from here, we're just going to inhale up, looking up, little back bend here, and exhale, coming back down. We're going to do 2 more of those, inhaling up, and exhale, back down. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. From here, let's do our barrel roll on the other side. So we're going to take our left palm on the floor supported, and then rolling over that shoulder, taking whichever variation you took on the other side, dropping the head, and picking your arm variation. You can even put your hand behind you if that feels good. Just find something that you feel in your shoulders here. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, release. Inhale, and exhale, release. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. From here, let's move it back to center. We'll take a quick cobra again. We'll do 3. So taking the hands wide outside the shoulders, inhaling up, and exhaling, coming back down. Inhaling up, and exhaling, coming back down. 1 more, inhale, and exhaling, coming back down. From here, we will come back. We're actually going to go back into our squat position. So pick whichever one you want. You can come on your toes. Maybe again bringing the feet just outside your mat or mat width, or something that feels good for your body. Everyone's squat looks a little bit different, so if yours looks different from mine, don't worry. Just breathing here. Again, we can have supported hands here. We can do prayer position, can have it wide. Just think of something, feel something that feels good. Again, we can take this still, or maybe you're gonna move around again. Maybe the hips are feeling really tight and you just wanna loosen them up a little bit, get some movement going, breathing. So we're gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. From here, coming back to standing, letting the legs straighten up a little bit, maybe moving the feet in a little bit, and then bending, getting our tummies to touch the thighs, grabbing our elbows here. If you're feeling a little bit looser, feel free to touch the mat or even your toes, and just really hanging here. So just let your body be heavy, feel heavy. Just breathing here, taking some time to slow down a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's just start walking out a little bit, coming back into our tabletop, moving really slowly. And from here, we're just going to come into seated. From seated, we're just going to come right onto our backs. So we'll start here, back, and we'll take our right knee in. You can have your left knee bent here, or you can have it straightened. If this feels a bit uncomfortable, feel free to grab your pillow or your towel and just plop it right underneath the knee here to give you a little bit of extra support. And then from here, we're just going to bring in that knee, holding it here. You can either hold it sort of a little bit more centered or even play with bringing it out a little bit. Find whatever feels good for you in this pose. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you're inhaling, you're thinking about lengthening, and as you're exhaling, thinking about getting just a little bit deeper in that pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's take our right ankle over that left knee, and we're going to come into our figure 4 stretch. So from here, either clasping underneath the knee or on top of the shin, and just pulling it in here, using that arm to help give you a little bit more deeper of a stretch. So just breathing here, taking it as passive or as active as you need to. You can even play around with flexing or pointing the bent leg, either of them actually. So just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more breaths just like this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to twist. So we can use our palms to help support us on the floor, and then in figure 4, just slowly start moving over to the left side. 2 versions of this, either having the right leg or foot planted on the floor, knee up, and other knee is just laying on the floor. Try that one. If you need a little bit more, what you can do is come back up. Just try to come into a bit more of a twist. So the right leg is going to come much over, almost like eagle leg. So try and get them really squeezed together. And then while you're moving the props out of the way, just twisting. This can feel really good in the lower back here, especially if you sit a lot. So play with these 2 variations on the twist and see what feels good. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly bring the knees back to center. I'm twisting the legs. This time we'll bring the right leg down, left leg up. So from here, if you had the pillow underneath the other leg, maybe you'll do the same on this side. Even it out a little bit. And then just grabbing those shins, the left shin here, really trying to bring it close into the chest, to the shoulder. Either keeping it here or maybe bringing it out to the side a little bit. If you're bringing it out to the side, you can always let the right palm go and just to get a little bit more into the side here. So just find something that feels good. Using the arms here for a little bit of extra weight. Gets you a bit deeper in the stretch. So breathing here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. As you're inhaling, you're lengthening. And as you exhale, think about finding a little bit more space, releasing just a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's just move that pillow to the side, coming into our figure 4 stretch on this side. So from here, we're going to take the hand, clasp it either under the knee or on the shin, and then just breathing here. Trying to find something that feels good. Going as deep as you need to and as active as you need to. Again, you can play with flexing and pointing if that works. Just breathing here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to take that twist. So taking the arms and the palms to the side for a little bit of support, and then slowly going over to the right hand side. From here, foot comes onto the floor, knee goes up to the ceiling, and just breathing here. If you want to do a little bit more of a twist, just twist the legs a little bit further. So really trying to get that connection between the legs, and then twisting again. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you're inhaling, you're lengthening, and as you're exhaling, getting a little bit deeper. Just breathing here. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, let's bring it back to center, taking our last pose before we go into Shavasana. So we're going to just bring in our legs here, both knees at once, trying to get them connected to the stomach, just breathing here, nice and passive. Maybe even moving side to side a little bit if that feels good. Maybe even rocking back and forth a little bit if that feels good. Just taking the last few poses that you need before we go into Shavasana. When you're ready, let's go into our final resting pose, either taking diamond or maybe full Shavasana. Or if you've got a wall near you, maybe even try getting the legs up on the wall. Feels really nice. We did do a lot of hips today. We did do a lot of hamstring work, so it can feel really nice as a last bit of release, getting the blood flowing in a different direction. Otherwise, I'm gonna stick with diamond today, so I'm gonna grab my pillows. I'm gonna go back into diamond and take this. So just getting really grounded in whichever Shavasana position you picked. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Longer inhales and longer exhales. Just breathing here, taking these last few moments just for you, getting settled, letting your body feel all the poses that we just did. I'm going to read a quote to you guys while you are in your final pose. Just something to think about, which is, you cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. Taking your last few breaths here. Just breathing for you. Maybe thinking about that quote, what that might mean for you, if it means anything. And just breathing here. From here, let's move the pillows. If you had them there, let's come to stretching. So stretching the hands tall and the feet tall, nice and tall here, just breathing. And then picking a side, rolling over to that side, using the arm as a pillow here. Taking your last breath. And from here, let's come back to seated. We'll close off this practice with 3 breaths together. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your practice. Namaste.